EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports?
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29. The 30. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll send a receiver in motion left. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Herbert now. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And they'll run again.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Dolphins are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. The Ravens 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Jackson will throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Now, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. In motion left here, Landry. On 2nd and 7, Herbert. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The inside handoff. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Back to throw here, Herbert. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Herbert. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Darius Slayton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. 7-7, our score after 1.
With the score time, 7-7.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Boy, the run on 1st down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Waddle there, and now it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Third and long, it's Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 15, but they still need it a little bit more. 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. Herbert. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Herbert throwing again. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. it's Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. A man who missed all of 2021, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Second down and 3. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. On the tackle there, Zach Sealer out of Ferris State.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Got a man, Slayton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going deep here for Landry. They've got his man complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And he will find his man on the outside. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Here's Herbert. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Dan Arnold in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Play action. It's Jackson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Fourth down, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And he's got his tight end, that's Andrews. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a bandit.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Dobbins. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. They're on the defensive side of the ball, though. Any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 18. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now receiver in motion left. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
In motion, the tight end.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. That ball caught by Slayton. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. They've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Jackson now. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for the Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, 31 yards.
And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Dolphins take over 1st down again at their own 16-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy. Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. of the gun, Herbert. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
Kevin Duvernay on the return. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offense, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, that's football for me.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field.